give the floor to Mr. Sajjad Karim. You have 1 minute.
Mr. President, thank you. I recall some 7 years ago standing in this very chamber when my country had the presidency and Douglas Alexander was here, and putting a question to him specifically about these allegations that were coming to light. I experienced his wrath and the wrath of our Interior Minister at the time. I was practically laughed out of this chamber at that time. And today, Mr. President, we ought to be proud of this flag, but I'm afraid in this instance we cannot be. And yet there are only 2 institutions that are represented here today. The Council's seats still are empty, showing that there is a complete lack of recognition or commitment from our national governments. Had this been third countries that had these allegations levelled against them, I wonder what our response would be then. Of course, in the United Kingdom, we have now taken a very different step of having our own internal investigations, rejecting what may have been done before, but that's not enough. When terrorists carry out actions, we are not weak by sticking to our principles. They cannot destroy us through their actions, but they can take away from us so much more from our reaction. And what I say to Mr. Szymański when he makes the sort of national sentiment comments that he makes and then leaves the chamber is simply this. There is one non-EU country of which we can be proud and learn so much more, and that is Norway. When it faced the most terrible of criminal offences, including bombings and death, it didn't react by taking away the rights of its citizen. It delivered every right and it delivered justice. Today we should salute Norway for doing that.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Karim. We now move on to the Catch the Eye procedure. And I'd like to hand the floor to Mrs. Vlastova.
Thank you very much. The CAA program includes